October happens to be Breast Awareness Cancer Month, and that is what was happening. But also November happens to be Prostate Cancer Month, and we're going to be speaking to a doctor not too long from now just to give us an overview of what we need to know in regards to cancer. Questions or comments in this regard are welcome. However, last week there was a ride that took place to Sagana, and it was dubbed the Bikers for Boobies Ride. This was purely to bring up awareness on breast cancer and, you know, some of the issues that are surrounding that particular disease, and also to remove stigma. And we managed to catch up with be part of those bikers, and here's what went down. So October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Kenyans always have a creative way of getting this message across. Today, I joined Bikers for Boobies, which is a ride that has been organized purely to bring awareness on breast cancer. So right now, I'd like to talk to Wamboi, who is one of the riders. Wamboi, thank you for joining us this morning. Tell us a little bit about Bikers for Boobies.
Bikers for Boobies is breast cancer awareness. We've been doing, today is a culmination of an awareness we've been doing throughout the month of October. We started with a social media campaign, just taking the message around about breast cancer, early detection, self-examination, people should go for screening. So today is a culmination, and we have invited men and women bikers to just join us in this ride.
Okay.
For this ride.
And what is the expectation of the ride today? Do we just meet here and we end here, or what happens?
No. It's going to be a fun way. We're going to ride all the way to Sagana, a place called Savage Wilderness, and we'll have discussions around the topic. We have experts coming to talk to us, just to break the stigma around breast cancer. It's a topic we need to talk about, both men and women. Yeah, because it affects all of us. When your wife or your sister has breast cancer, it affects both men and women. So it's a topic we need to talk about. That's why we had to find a creative way to actually throw in boobies, get everyone's attention.
And once we get there, is there a program of what's going to happen maybe once people get to Sagana?
So the program of the day is that, like I said, we have survivors, we have doctors. A few ladies are going to be screened. It's going to be discreet though, in case any issues would come out of it. So maybe people might need to be referred. So yeah, there's going to be screening for a few ladies. There's going to be the discussion. They're going from experts. There's also going to be like survivors talking, giving their journey of what the journey has been, or why you should actually get screened early.
So one of the things that many people are concerned about is safety, particularly when it comes to riding bikes. And I'm joined here by Jerry Mwangi, and as you can see, look twice, save a life. And she's going to tell us a little bit about safety. We're riding to Sagana on the Bikers for Boobies ride. So Jerry, thank you for joining us this morning. Tell us a little bit about safety, particularly for riders.
So we're about safety, and what we're talking about is sharing the road. The danger on our roads is not just because there are bikers on the road, it's because we have narrow roads and we are not able to share this road. So we as bikers have taken it upon ourselves to enlighten all other road users to be careful about how they use the road, and also to share the road, because every life counts, every life matters. And if we're able to share the road the way we do, then we'll be able to reduce the road carnage, and everybody needs to do their part. Every driver, make room for bikers. Every biker, ride safely. Cyclists, be seen, be heard, because that's the way we are going to stay alive, all of us.
Now, there's a misconception of how bodas have created a certain impression for all riders. Just demystify that.
I'm not even sure I'll call that a misconception, because indeed bodas, there has been an issue on that front. But they are private motorcyclists, and we're trying really hard to promote safety and also enlighten the bodas. So together, if we work together like that, we'll be able to ensure that bodas stick on the right lanes and do the right things. But also we need the police to do their part. We need everyone to doing their part, and so if we're working together, we'll be able to promote that road safety.
Now we are headed to Sagana on this Bikers for Boobies ride. How do we ensure that we ride safely between here and and Sagana? And one of the things that maybe people feel is that when bikers get together like this, it's a race between here and Sagana. Kindly just enlighten us on that.
So there are people who race, yes, but when they race, they go to a track to do that. When we're on the road, we're just trying to get from one point to another. And even right now, as we're riding, it's about being on one lane. It's about maintaining our speeds. It's about being seen and being heard. When I say being seen, we're wearing reflectors. We're riding safe. We're wearing gear. As you can see, my knees are guarded. We're wearing the right boots. We have helmets, and that's as safe as we can be on the roads. So safety for us is about sticking together, but also being on the lanes that we need to be, and also not speeding.
Also that we adhere to certain rules and regulations, even amongst ourselves. It's not a race. We have somebody who's in front, another one who's at the back, and there's that distance maintained. Thank you, Jerry. What are you looking forward to the most today?
Today, I'm looking forward to the talks that we're going to have at the Bikers for Boobies event that we're having at Sagana, because also I'm riding for my grandmother, for my children's grandmother, the mother-in-law that I never got to meet. She died of cancer 17 years ago. So I'm looking forward to hearing stories of survivors, to encouraging those who have had to live with people who are living with cancer, and just uplifting and being uplifted.
Your message to ladies out there who possibly have a fear of just having a mammogram for the test of breast cancer?
I think it's important for us to know the state of our health, and the sooner we know what that is, the better. So if you can get tested today, tomorrow, the soonest you can get tested, go get tested, because some of these things are preventive, and if you catch some of these things early, then you can save yourself a lot of pain and trouble for your family and for yourself.
Thank you, Jerry. We'll see you on the other side.
All right, thanks.
All right, so there you have it. Safety is also paramount when it comes to riding, and that's one of the things that's going to be mentioned as we continue. So Bikers for Boobies ride starts right here in Parklands all the way to Sagana. So let's head to Sagana and find out what is on the other side. So we are finally in Sagana, and safely, we thank God. So now that we're in Sagana, I can already see people are divided into groups, and would like to find out from Wambui what the expectation is for the Bikers for Boobies ride to Sagana. Wambui, what should we expect?
So you expect to find a lot of information around cancer, which is rarely talked about. It's a very closed up topic that is talked in hushed tones. But today we are having people talking, we have a team of experts who are going to talk to the ladies about breast cancer and the importance of frequent checking and early detection. So yes, then we also have doctors. Also, some of them are actually bikers. Will be offering screening for a few ladies who have, taken the bold step and come on to get their boobs checked.
All right, now there are those who possibly may fear that experience. What would you tell them? I don't know if you're going to be screening yourself.
Yes, I'm actually going to be screening. It's at the point we started this awareness campaign, I was like, I'm not doing this. But just going on and having created awareness around it, I'm like, yeah, I need to get checked. Yeah, so I'll be going through screening.
All right, so that is what is expected right here in Sagana, and of course we're going to be giving you updates from the experts. We have quite a number of people here, and also maybe we'll try and look for one or two people who've gone through the screening and find out how they feel about it, and maybe encourage somebody out there to ensure that you get your boobies checked.
when you have a breast cyst, they just don't leave you at you have a breast cyst. They usually investigate you and probably remove it, and it's likely to become malignant. I don't think they can just let you be walking out.
Up to 20%.
The Women Bikers Association is an umbrella body of all lady bikers and female bikers enthusiasts in Kenya. We represent at least 200 women who are into motorbiking. You see, it's a good group, and we realize that health questions are at the core, of everyone's life, really. And October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month globally, so we thought let's do something, as the Women Bikers as well. This is the 4th year that we are doing a breast cancer awareness campaign, and you can see today we have over 80 people here. Everybody's learning, sharing ideas, people are sharing their stories. So this is really what the whole campaign is about. We want to spread awareness. We want to help remove stigma. Still this question of, breast cancer, I should be doing a self-check. Is that moral? I should go to the doctor, it's expensive. There are a lot of misconceptions in the community about what causes it, uchawi. There's a lot of things going on around breast cancer. And we want to, bikers are a part of the community, so we can learn something through this 1-month campaign. We want really to encourage women to get screened. We are lucky we have some people here, doctors today, who are helping us even get screened. So our topic the whole month has been get informed, spread the right information, get screened, and just talk about this disease. The earlier we catch it, the better it will be. The more lives we save, the more dignity we can preserve. So sharing stories of hope and just to encourage people to get informed, know about this disease, and encourage each other, support each other. We have people here who went through the disease themselves, who lost someone to the disease, who have a survivor in their family. So this thing is with us. Breast cancer is not something that somebody else has. It's in our community. So as the Women Bikers, we want to be part of the solution.
My name is Johe Chege, and I work as a researcher and communications consultant, and I love riding bikes.
Oh, fantastic. And you've just gone through process that maybe you could just tell us what exactly you went through.
Absolutely. So I went for a screening, ultrasound screening, and so what the doctor instructed us to do is take off your top, your bra, and lie down, because that's when you have better, or she has better capacity to, go through any bumps that you might have. So they ask you to lie on the bed and then have your hands on the back of your head and then apply the gel, and then she uses her machine to just check if everything is normal. So the process took about 10 to 15 minutes. No pain is involved. So it was superb.
And before you went for the screening, did you have any fears, concerns?
I did. So the funny thing is I traveled last week. So I woke up with a small bump, and I was concerned because it's Cancer Awareness Month, and we were told, keep checking for bumps. So when I found the small bump, I was, of course, am I dying? But what the doctor, after checking, it was a node. So turns out that not everything that shows up as a lump around your boobs is cancerous. Yeah.
And of course, there's also the question, even if you check and it's there, it's better when you have the knowledge. Maybe tell us a little bit about that, especially as a health worker. The saying is that information is power.
It's true. So again, in this day and age, cancer can't be attributed to old age only. So you're finding people as young as 20 having cancer. And so I think it's important that wherever you are, to start making it a habit of being checked. Of